But Habbakuk is a little bit unusual because he doesn't couch this idea in the larger argument that Judah deserves this catastrophic punishment. There's a great difference between Habbakuk and the Deuteronomistic historian, for example, because Habbakuk doesn't assert that the people are suffering for their sins. Habbakuk is struggling with what appears to him to be a basic lack of justice, right? The Deuteronomistic historian wants to assert God's justice, and whatever suffering happens is justifiable. Habbakuk is resisting that idea, and we're going to see that resistance really come to a climax next week when we talk about the book of Job. But Habbakuk in 1:4 struggles with this. Decision fails, and justice never emerges, for the villain hedges in the just man. Therefore, judgment emerges deformed. It's not merely that the wicked and the righteous suffer the same fate. It's that the wicked really seem to fare better than the just. And that reduces humankind to the level of fish and creeping things for whom sheer power and not morality is the principal consideration. And having made this charge, Habbakuk awaits God's answer. In chapter 2, verses 1-5, he says, "I will stand on my watch, take up my station at the post, and wait to see what he will say to me, what he will reply to my complaint. The Lord answered me and said, write the prophecy down, inscribe it clearly on tablets so that it can be read easily. The righteous man is rewarded with life for his fidelity. How much less then shall the defiant go unpunished?" Not a terribly deep answer. The righteous simply have to have faith that justice will prevail, and this faith has to sustain them through the trials that challenge that very idea. We'll see a deeper answer to the same problem in the book of Job. The third chapter then shifts gears, so much so that once again scholars say it must be an interpolation. But again, I would warn that dramatic shifts in tone and theme are not that uncommon in the prophetic books, and we have to be careful. But in this third chapter, God is described as a warrior God. He thunders from the east, he hurls his spear, he seeks vengeance on Israel's oppressors. It may be that this is some editor's attempt to respond to Habakkuk's skepticism that Yahweh will bring justice and bring it soon, that he's waiting. How long? Why is this taking you so long? Why are you not acting? And this image of an avenging warrior God answers Habakkuk's opening question. How long will God stand by and watch while the Babylonians rape and pillage? But on the other hand, it's possible that it's Habakkuk himself, and again, the book exhibits that same paradoxical tension we've seen through so many of the prophetic books. Specifically, he holds out the paradoxical view that God's justice is slow in coming, but the righteous must have complete faith in its ultimate execution. But he's raised the issue of theodicy, the problem of evil, the problem of suffering. Ultimately, he sees the problem's resolution only in some vision of the future, an avenging God, when justice will be done. That is typical of some texts that we will see later, particularly apocalyptic literature, which is going to emphasize patient waiting for an end time where there will be a cataclysmic final act that will bring justice and judgment.